So let's start. How do you start your music career?
I started with music at home, really. With my father played piano a little bit and trumpet, and there were always jazz sounds in the house. And I heard the great jazz bass player Ray Brown on a television program with Oscar Peterson, and I just thought, yes, that's my thing. That's what I want to do. The double bass, the sound, the feel, and everything about it. So, and I was very lucky that I lived in a place where it was possible to get music lessons easily. So I was able to get a bass, find a teacher, and start to play. And when I started to play, you couldn't study jazz really. I studied classical music, but just learned to play jazz by listening and playing with my father, playing with other people, and that's how I started.
Interesting. Okay, and do you make music yourself?
Yes, I do. I write my own music. Some of the music that we'll perform tonight in the show is written. Well, the first tune we'll play is a tune by me, and everybody in all of the tunes that we'll play in the performance tonight have been written by us. But yes, I write too.
Okay, and can you play any other kinds of instruments?
Not really. Well, yeah, I play bass guitar, but it's all bass. No, so I sing excruciating badly, and and I can tinkle on a piano. But no is the answer. No, I don't.
Okay, and do you want to learn?
I've got enough. It's enough to learn to play the bass. Yeah.
Okay. I know that you are teaching at Oxford, right?
That's true.
So I've looked through your courses. It's Latin, Greek.
That's right.
Rome.
Yeah.
So are you interested in history?
Very, very interested in history. I always have been, and I've always done sort of history and music together, side by side. And it's something that's important to me, something I enjoy very much.
So is music your hobby or your work? How do you consider it?
It's both. It is my work. It's important for my living. It puts food on my table. It feeds my dog. It feeds my wife. But it's 50-50.
And how do you write your music? Do you choose a clear planning for spontaneous?
Oh, writing music, sometimes it's just the ideas come from nowhere. Sometimes I might be just, walking with the dog and I get an idea. Sometimes I might be just sitting with my bass and I will play something and think, oh yeah, that could be good. Or I might hear an interesting rhythm that we could. One of the tunes I wrote
in Turkey.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so you know about that, but yes, there was this rhythm that was being played, and I just wrote it down on a napkin, and then came back and thought, oh yeah, I must try to make something happen. So inspiration comes from different places.
Yeah. Okay. And could you give a piece of advice for like jazz beginners?
For jazz beginners, you have to. I think two things. You have to listen and listen and listen. Listen to as much music as you can of the great masters of jazz. Not just your own instrument, but everything. Listen to as many people as possible to be excited and inspired. And then you have to practice hard, and I think it's a very difficult thing, but you must not be afraid of failing. If you make mistakes, you have to think, if you make a mistake, you have to think, oh good, because now I won't do that again, and it might send me in a new direction. So don't be afraid of failure, and listen as much as you can.
Okay, and do you remember any funny cases or curious cases from concerts or rehearsals?
Funny things. Oh, these things happen all the time. I think it's just that's a difficult one. One that comes to mind. It might be difficult to translate, but when I was playing in the classical orchestra, it was when I was quite young, and I was sitting on a chair, but the seat of the chair was separate from the legs, so they weren't fastened together. So it was carefully balanced, and I was sitting on my bass, and we came to a great big piece in the music where it went bah, and then silence, and I went bah, with my bass, and the bass slipped forward, and it went forward, and the chair just went everywhere, and it was kind of wood and metal. So instead of silence, there was like clatter, 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 and this idiot double bass player in a concert hall full of people.
Did you fall from the chair now?
I know, it was like the bass and everything. So yeah, I think that was a bad moment.
So it's a very funny experience.
But good.
I know I read somewhere that you read Russian literature, not an original still, but...
No, not true. I can just about read the words, but I can't read Russian.
Maybe in English. You don't?
Oh yes, in English, yes.
Yeah,
in English,
what is your favorite?
What have I read recently? I don't think he's Russian, but I think Victor Pelevin. I really like his work. I like, and some of the poetry, I've now forgotten, that it slips the name, but the guy who wrote the Voronezh notebooks.
What? War and Peace?
No. The one that we used for the Black Earth quote. What was the guy's name? Called the Moscow Notebook. I think it was called the Moscow Notebooks and the Voronezh Notebooks. Very famous poet.
Dostoevsky.
No.
Pushkin.
And it began with M.
What do you mean?
The poet. You know, the one who said that that line about the Black Earth, about the Chenozem, that was on Songs from the Black Earth album.
Значит, использовали какой-то синтез. Какую-то цитату на альбоме песни «Черный
We used the quote, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
This is
Окей. Если я вспомню, я...
begins with M.
With M?
M. Someone.
Okay, so...
We will find him.
Mandelstam.
That's it. That's
Yes.
it. Mandelstam.
Mandelstam.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Is that good? That's good. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Did you dream about being a musician or a teacher when you were a child?
I probably dreamt about being a musician. I did not dream about being a teacher.
Like from the early childhood you wanted to be?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, music was exciting to me all the time, and my dad was very cool. So there were great sounds. So I liked that. Yeah, being a teacher, no. But I started teaching by accident, and then realised that it was something that I enjoyed very much, actually, much more than I expected to. So I carried on doing it.
Can you divide your music career from your teaching experience?
Yeah, I do. I completely. They have to be separate. But I think the thing that joins them is it's about communicating ideas. When you play jazz, you're trying to have an idea and tell someone else about it, if that's a tune or what you're playing. So I think it's about trying to communicate ideas is the thing that joins the music and the teaching. But I keep them pretty much completely separate. You know, they have to be. Although I do teach music as well. I do teach the bass.
I read this interview about music.
Yeah.
Okay, and interesting question. If you were an animal, who would it be?
Oh, I'd want to be. I think I'd want to be my dog because she has such a beautiful life. Definitely want to be a dog. I would be loyal to my owner, I would be a good dog, and they would take care of me, and I would have. They would. I think yes, if you're my dog, you have a beautiful, beautiful. I want to be my dog.
Okay. And what superpower would you like to have if you were a superhero?
So what power? Ooh, I'd like to be. Oh, I'd like to be able to travel through time.
Okay. Why? Because jazz was much more popular. Some
Maybe
years ago?
because I'm interested in history. You
yeah.
know, you know, no, maybe that kind of thing would be cool.
Okay. And you are a teacher of Latin, right?
Yeah. So
Do you really know Latin?
yeah.
I heard that you have a course, advanced Latin.
Hmm.
And who do you teach it for?
I teach it in the university at Oxford.
Yeah, and it's for medicine.
No, just for students who are interested in Latin. So to read, we read the great literature in the original Latin language, and it's beautiful. It's a joy.
And what is the most difficult part of your job?
Most difficult part of the job, not having enough time to do everything.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
What about your family? Do you have enough time for your family?
I think it works out okay. Yeah. We don't have kids, so we have a dog and my wife as well. My wife is an artist and has just retired from teaching, and she is. But I think the balance we are. I think it's a source of strength in our relationship that we both do other things apart from each other and then come back together to be together. So it works well, I think.
Do you travel a lot?
I do travel a lot, yeah, because I go, as well as the music tours, I take students to Greece and Italy to study the ancient sites, the archaeology. So I've just recently been in Greece and Italy for quite a long tour with some students to all the great sites.
Yeah. Okay. And what is the most pleasant part of your job?
Ooh, I think it's partly the travel. I like traveling just for traveling. I like with the music. I like it because of there's something special about being on stage with great musicians, but I also like just the camaraderie of being together with great people that you like and enjoy. So it's about many things. I think there's the fun of playing playing together is a very special thing, and I think the camaraderie, the fun that we have, off the stage as well as on the stage.
Okay. What do you think about Russia, about Voronezh, about this festival at all?
I have really good memories about, really good feelings for it. I've been travelling to Russia for more than 15 years now, and what is so nice is that the people that we've met have always been friendly, warm, welcoming, genuinely nice, and I was just saying with Leonid earlier that Voronezh, I think, has a wonderful place in the Jazz Province Festival. The people here, have always been really, really nice, hospitable, welcoming. So my feelings about Russia in general, Voronezh in particular, very positive.
How do you relax?
I relax partly by listening to music. Which isn't always relaxing, but sometimes listening to music, maybe not jazz music, either other kinds of music. Certainly walking my dog. I read. I like to just by those kind of things. We have a beautiful garden at home, so.
And can you call on music like your relaxation while making music? In
some ways it is. it's less of a relaxation than a need. You know, I think I need to do it. It's a funny thing that I think we all sort of feel that is that this is what we do. It's what makes us who we are, and we try and so it's we just do it because that's what we do. That's who we are.
What are your future plans after our city?
All right, after your city, we go. We're going to 3 more cities, I think. Belgorod, Kursk, and Ariel, and then to Moscow. So there's things to do, and then it's back to for me back to England. I've got a different project with another band that's going to play in Holland. The next weekend, and then the weekend after that I'll be back with Leonid and Nick to play in Poland. So we've got some nice things coming up, bigger things. I'm writing 2 books that I'm trying to finish, so I need to finish those. One about Roman history and one for children about Greek mythology.
For children?
Yeah.
Like in usual words?
Yeah,
Simple
yeah,
words.
yeah. So, which is a new challenge. It's good. So.
And what about double bass? Do you write?
Yeah, we. I hope that next year we'll be making a new record with new CD with Leonid and Nick, the trio. So yeah, many nice plans, I think. So more travels, more music.
How did you get your first success in your music path?
How did I get my first success in music? I think it depends what you mean by success. I don't know whether I'm successful or not. But a big moment, I think this is quite a nice story, is that when I was maybe about 16, I'd been playing double bass for a little bit, and my teacher offered me a job. All right, so it was to play double bass in a local theatrical production of the musical Oklahoma. Right, so it's great fun, and this was something I could do, and I was good enough at the time, and so I went to play, and it was for a week of playing this thing. It was music that I could play, and it was enjoyable music, good songs, and I was good. I felt confident about that, and I realised that also if you could almost like memorise the music, then there were on the stage there were beautiful dancing girls and everything, and I was kind of 16 years old. This was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then at the end of the week, they gave me money. So I thought, that's it, that's success. I had a lovely time. They give me money for doing what I love. I'll do more of that.
And then you just did you go to the theatre or somewhere to play?
No, I just started to do gigs. Just to form bands, and at first, both playing jazz, but also playing rock and pop things, and we put bands together and started to make records and to do tours and things, and I think it grew. I think it started. There was never a big moment of success or making it. I think it's a process, and a process that I hope continues.
Okay, and how much time do you need to write one piece of music?
It depends entirely on the music. Sometimes the ideas are very fast. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I write a tune in 5 minutes. Sometimes I might work and work and work and work, and it might take 6 months. So just trying to get, or you find a little piece and then you need another piece. So it varies. So sometimes it's very quick. It depends on the.
And how much songs do you have now? Not songs, but music. How should I call them?
How much? Oh, I mean, lots and lots. I don't know, but I've written loads. Yeah.
Do you play all of them?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you play them for a little while and then don't play them anymore, and sometimes there are some that we keep playing. It changes. It changes. Yeah.
Okay. So, and how can you combine teaching and music? Like, it's
have-
now a university year.
Yeah, I have flexible schedules and a very good diary.
So it's about like you on for.
So I have to plan a long way ahead, but everybody knows, you know, I can make flexibility in my schedule as long as it, you know, yeah, it works. It works.
Okay, so thank you. I think.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.